Yo, what's good? NBA YouTube. It's your man, 100 Grand Ross with The Rock Never Stops. And today I want to talk about Klay Thompson. The man is still the man. I'm going to dive into this in this video. Smash that like button for me. Hit subscribe and the bell for notifications. Look, I got sucked into the whole Jordan Poole uh, energy that's been flowing through Dub Nation, Golden State Warrior fandom. Jordan Poole is a bad boy. I mean, he's nice. He's nice. He's shown the ability to heat up from just about anywhere on the court. And when he gets hot, he can get flaming hot. I mean, he gets that Splash Brother title for me. If y'all see my other video, you already know. But something that it isn't that I didn't realize it, is that I didn't really like take it into account. Is what happens when he's not hot. What does Jordan Poole do when he's not hot? And this is what kind of led to me doing this video because, I was at the Utah game, Warriors versus Utah game last night. Got to watch it up close and personal. Hitting up on Twitter, seeing everybody making their comments. Wow, look at Jordan Poole. And I was too. I even had a hot take. I was like, yo, Jordan Poole might have skipped Wiggins and Klay Thompson on the, go-to depth chart. He might be right behind Steph. The way they're just force feeding him the ball and giving him a lot of free reign to create and pull up and to go for his shot. I mean, they're practically using him like Tyler Hero, where they expect him now to be a 25 points per game scorer. But then I saw Jordan Poole get cold. And when I say he got cold, he got really, really cold. In the second half of the game, Utah began to tighten up, execute, make their adjustments. They began to run their sets. They began to take away certain looks from Jordan Poole, and he began to, I'm not going to say completely unravel, but he completely got away from the system. And this is where Klay Thompson stepped in. This is where Klay Thompson stepped in. He stepped in a way that only a veteran who's been there, who's done that, can do. Klay Thompson understood pressure situations. He understood the significance of this game, trying to secure that number 3 seed, stop the bleeding with Stephen Curry out. It was a tight game. Utah was up by over 20-something points in this game. And Klay completely settled the team down. Came in the game, immediately went right into their sets, coming off of a down pick, coming off the screen, not settling for threes, taking a couple dribbles into his shot, a shot that he's hit a million times, pull up from mid-range right around the free throw line because Gobert's in that drop coverage protecting the rim. He read it perfectly, got his assist from Draymond Green, I think it was, and he hits the pull-up jumper, comes back down, plays great defense on Donovan Mitchell and Mike Conley. They get a turnover. He comes back down, does the same thing again, gets another shot, gets another stop on defense, then gets another shot. And next thing you know, the Warriors are within 10. I point this out because there's something that goes beyond talent when it comes to evaluating players. Sometimes we get so caught up in someone's ability that we begin to forget that there's so much more that goes into winning basketball. And I use this term all the time, especially on Twitter. Winning basketball means something. It means something. It means you understand how to overcome obstacles, adversity throughout games. You understand pressure situations. You understand game execution, defensive schemes. You understand the adjustments that are being made. You understand what to go to in certain situations. And the reality is Klay has these things mastered. Mastered. He knew his team was down in a big game at home that they needed to win. And what did he do? The first half, he didn't really have it going like that. But he understood how to make winning plays even when he wasn't scoring. Now I'm watching it at the same time. Jordan Poole almost completely did not. He started taking quick shots off the dribble, bringing it up as the primary ball distributor. Even though Klay had it going, he quickly takes a shot off the dribble before anyone else touches the ball, completely outside of the Warrior system. To be honest, the only person who's really allowed to do that is Stephen Curry. And that's when he already has it going because Steph is even wise enough to say, hey, you know what? If I don't have it going, I'm going to go to my go-tos. I'm going to let the game come to me. And this is the point of this video. The reason why Klay is still that dude, the reason why Klay is still number 2 behind Stephen Curry is because he can be trusted. He can be trusted in these tight games, in these situations where when the playoffs come and there's pressure. I mean, I don't know if y'all heard, but Jamal Murray is supposed to be coming back for the Denver Nuggets. He's looking like he's supposed to be ready. In a playoff game, when things are tight, when things are not going your way, when you're down and your team has to come together, it's not about trying to get yourself hot. It's about making the right plays on both ends of the court, executing, moving the ball, trusting your teammates. It's about playing in a way that positions you to scratch and claw your way back into the game as the Warriors had to do. So right now, when I'm actually looking at this game, I like Jordan Poole. Don't get it twisted. But right now, he's still kind of Jordan Clarkson. Now, he has the talent. He has the talent to move on up, be a starting level shooting guard in this league. I really don't see him as a point guard. He's a shooting guard that has playmaking ability, but he's not a floor general. He's not somebody that is going to understand game situations, get you in your sets, manage the time clock, making sure guys are getting the ball who actually need the ball. That's not who he is. He's a scorer. He's Tyler Herro. He's Jordan Clarkson. This is why they bring those guys off the bench, because they're guys that are best utilized looking to get their own. But when it comes to winning, the guys who are just looking to get their own, they're primarily bench players. They're primarily 6-man roles, especially if they're good at getting their own. You see, Jordan Poole has to learn how to play winning basketball, and not to say that he doesn't have some of these abilities, but they're not fine-tuned. He hasn't been tested. I seen a Twitter comment where this guy was like, who would you give up right now that's an established player just to get Jordan Poole on your team? And all of a sudden I saw in the comment section, you saw people talking about OG Anunoby, Bradley Beal, and I'm like, what? You're talking about guys who have a ring, a championship ring, been to the playoffs, tested, all-stars. You're telling me you would take Jordan Poole over those guys? Jordan Poole is not tested. He's not tested. There's like a famous saying, a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. You don't give up what you know for what you don't know. And we don't know how Jordan Poole is going to respond in the playoffs. I'm hopeful, but we ain't seen it yet. We ain't seen it. We haven't seen this team depend upon him to produce at a high level, high pressure situation. What if the Golden State Warriors get down 3-2 to the Memphis Grizzlies or the Phoenix Suns because they don't have home court advantage? Are we all of a sudden going to see Jordan Poole turn it on? We don't know. We don't know. He hasn't been there. We don't know how he's going to respond. And this is my point. We need to calm down with the expectations. He's a young guy. He's got a full career ahead of him. Yeah, he's got the fire. Yes, he has great skill, ability. He's got the shooting ability, the playmaking. He's got a lot. And he even closed out this game at the free throw line, which showed a lot of, not just gumption, but just a lot of ability to trust that he trusts in himself. Because that's what making those free throws down the stretch of games really means, that you trust in yourself. You believe in your ability to step up when your team needs. But this is still a regular season game. This is not the playoffs. So, Jordan Poole, I think he's going to be great, man. I think he's going to be an excellent player. But you still got a ways to go. Klay Thompson, still that dude. This is who the team is going to rely upon. Steph, Klay, then Wiggins, then Poole. But let me know what you guys think. You think Jordan Poole is ready to take this next jump in his evolution? How do you think he's going to perform in the playoffs? It should be interesting. Because if they draw Denver in the first round, whoa, that should be an excellent matchup. Excellent matchup. But I want to know what you guys think. Holler at me. Talk to me about it on Twitter or in the comment section, and I'll get back to you. Peace.